I'm going to help you with recruiting. How many of you struggle with the recruiting conversation? Or you don't know what to say to people? And I know there should be scripts in your network marketing company. Your upline probably has scripts, but some of you will say, well, I don't like their scripts. That's not how I talk. I get it. So I'm going to give you some ideas and some options on how you can approach people, because here's the truth. The truth is, most of you cannot sit back waiting for people to ask you about your business or opportunity. Most people do not have the attraction marketing dialed in. Most people do not have a lot of influence. And even those of us that do have influence, we should still be asking people if they're open to other incomes. If you want to build an empire, expose, involve, upgrade. Expose, involve, upgrade. So most people do not join after one conversation. Most people do not join after two conversations. Most people don't join after 2 days, 3 days, a week. There's a lot of back and forth. It just is what it is. And I never want to put pressure on people. How many of us are on the same page? Like maybe at the end of the month, because at the end of the month, I'm like making moves. But outside of that, like I don't like pressuring people. I'm going to give you some language, all right? But I want you to have this mindset, expose, involve, upgrade. So like back in the day, we used to invite people to a home meeting presentation, a PBR, a private business reception. That's how we expose people to the information. Then we were getting them involved by inviting them out to our Saturday training. At our Saturday training, a lot of them would upgrade. Now, sometimes they joined at the home meeting and then they'd come to Saturday training. So now they're getting trained. But either way, you have this process, okay? You expose them, you involve them in the community, you introduce them to other people, then you get them to upgrade. It could be that you start them off as a customer, right? You get them in as a customer and then you upgrade them to a distributor. But we took that same, old school process and we created an online mechanism, an online process. And that was created about 7 years ago, right? Some of you are very well aware, ATM. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on ATM, but the point is we would add someone to a group, tag them in a video. That's exposing them to the opportunity. We're adding them into the product group. So we're exposing them to the product, to the testimonial. We're getting them involved in the community, expose, involve, upgrade. And then the upgrade process would be, here's an example. We have a Saturday call every single Saturday. Every single Saturday, we interview people that are having success. We're asking them questions. We're having them share their story, their best tips. So again, a great second exposure. Expose, involve, upgrade. You're getting them involved in the call. You're getting them involved in a group chat, introducing them to some other leaders on the team. Do you get it? Some of you are trying to do all the selling and telling and you're trying to explain things. No, don't be a fool. Use a tool. Use the videos. Use your upline. Use the Saturday call. Use the opportunity Zooms. Here's some questions you can ask because so many of you overthink it. You overcomplicate it. Reach out to people that are in your network. Let them know you're launching some new teams. You're launching a new business. Maybe your company is expanding into a new market. Always have an excuse, right? We're launching a new product. We got a huge event happening next weekend where we're launching some new products. That's literally what our company is doing, right? So have an excuse. Some exciting things are happening. There's a unique situation. Write that down. It's a unique situation. Do you look at other ways to make money? Do you keep your income options open? That's an old school question, but it still works. How about this one? Do you like money? Do you like money? This is such a simple question. Do you like money? What do you think most people say to that? No, I hate money. Would you like to make money in your sleep? Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, what's the catch? Sounds a little sketchy. I know, I'm just messing around, but seriously, I found a game-changing way to make money online. I found a game-changing way to make money online. I can share some information with you if you're open. If not, no big deal. Always include the if not, no big deal. Why? Because it's not a big deal. You got to marry the process, divorce the result. What does that mean? I'm not going to be addicted to their response. When I waited tables, I simply asked them if they want to look at the dessert menu. This was 20 plus years ago, and I still remember, do you want to take a look at the dessert menu? Do you guys have some room for dessert? I'm telling you, we got some desserts. They're bangers. Like, if they said no, I could care less. Couldn't care less. Why can't you have that mentality in this business? Because even if they say no, it's just no, not now. No, not yet. You planted the seed. Ask that question. Do you currently monetize your social media? No, I don't. What does that mean? I don't make money online. Would you like to? If you're open, I can share some information. If not, no big deal. Do you believe in multiple streams of income? Are you familiar with residual income? Are you familiar with social retail? Do you make money in your sleep? What's your retirement plan? Well, what do you mean by that? Well, like when you want to stop working, what are you doing to still make money without having to work? Just curious. Have you ever thought about owning your own business? That's a great question to ask. Have you ever owned your own business before? These are not it's crazy how people overthink this. This is like common sense. Have you ever done sales and marketing before? You ever made money online before? Ever thought about it? I'd love to share some. I can share a 2-minute video with you if you're open. I got a 2-minute video if you're open. I can add you to this group if you're open and tag you in a video. I can introduce you to my mentors. These people are super successful. They got 100% of the information. They're fun loving. They help people. They know the ins and outs. They've made a ton of money. Do you get this? Promote the group chat. Get your business prospects in chats with other amazing leaders. Stop automating relationship building. Stop automating the onboarding. I say this all the time because I enroll a lot of people and I can tell you most of them, even if they watch the videos, they still have tons of questions. They still need help. It's not an assembly line. Now, are you going to treat every person like? No, but I'm just saying, taking that extra step and welcoming somebody to the team, hopping on a phone call with them, just getting to know them for 15, 20 minutes and edifying their leader or edifying who they joined or sending them an audio clip, or you see them ATMing people, or you see they hit their first rank and sending a personal message, maybe sending them a note, maybe just, giving them a shout out. It's a big deal. Every single person that joins your team, it's a big freaking deal. Every single person. That's a person, they have a separate social security number. They have a separate life. They have a separate reason why, right? They have a separate home and, they have their own family. They have their own bills. They have their own responsibilities. They have their own stress and anxiety. If you went that extra mile, could you reach out to all those people? Could you welcome those people? Give them some coaching, give them some guidance, edify their leader. Going that extra mile as if you only had one person joining your team. Because for some of you, you did have just one person join your team. Now, you don't want to smother people with your mentorship. You don't want to blow them out of the water and be like, listen, you should get on the calls and you should download the apps and you should start posting and you start prospecting and ATMing. And then you should definitely get registered for the next event. And you should also make sure you have your subscription and you should also do an unboxing video. It's you should download the Boards app and the Shout app and chill. Just help them get their first customer. Help them add their first person to the group. Help them craft their first post. Help them do their first live video. I just got interviewed by a leader on our team, right? Maybe you go live with them and help them launch their business. I'm just trying to help you guys because so many of you have unbelievable potential, but you've got this analysis paralysis. You haven't posted. I'm all about building a brand. I'm all about attraction marketing. But that's an add-on. If you don't talk about your freaking product or opportunity, do you think people have a sixth sense, they can read your mind? They don't know what you sell. They don't see all your posts. Most of the people that you're friends with, most of your followers, they don't see your posts. They're not watching your stories. Even if they see your stories, they're just clicking through because I know a lot of you do that because I do that, right? So you should consistently introduce yourself. You should consistently promote your products. Now, I don't think you should be a spammer. I don't think you should be saying the name of your company all the time or publicly or even at all. But you could promote your product in your story or in your next reel, but you're covering the label. And the people are what's that product? Wait, that helps with mood enhancement? Wait, that helps with sleep? Wait, you've lost 30 pounds in the last 90 days? Doing what? What is this fat loss system you're talking about? What is this 5-day drop? What is that? If you look at one of my curiosity posts just recently, I did a post, this new system is amazing, hashtag 5-day drop, and it's just a before and after picture. That's it. I didn't say, yo, hit me up if you want the details. I didn't say, hey, if you need a link, let me know. No, if someone's interested, they're going to comment, which I probably got 5 or 6 leads in the comments and responding to my story in my inbox. But I haven't posted since then. That was about a week ago. Now, I'm not saying you should do it exactly how I'm doing it. When you're launching your new business, you should definitely be promoting it a lot more than once in a while. But I'm just saying, if you never talk about your product, you never talk about your opportunity, how are people going to know to buy something? I'm just going to attract them. Really? How's that working for you? Now, maybe when you're brand new, sure, it works really well. I'm 8 years in and I still get leads. So I'm leading by example. I'm still enrolling people. So if we're still enrolling new people, shouldn't you be? All of you need to get way, way, way more friends. Join some like-minded Facebook groups and go make friends. Suggested friends on Facebook that are not in your network marketing company, friend them up. Sure, of course, you could wait for them to ask you about your product or opportunity from your videos, your reels, your posts, your stories, or you could reach out to them and see if they're keeping their business options open. And always add in there your reason why. Be excited, tell your face. John, I'm so excited about this opportunity. I think it's gonna be life-changing. Tell your face, wake the hell up, drink a coffee, drink some collagen coffee, drink an energy drink, right? Like, you gotta get excited. Nobody's gonna get excited if you're not excited. Nobody's joining your team if you're a deadbeat and you're like, ego or like, hey, it's just, I'm gonna give it a try. Try? Hopefully I make some money. Maybe I can quit my job one day. That is weak sauce. People follow strength and not weakness. Now, I don't like fake it till you make it, but you might have to psych yourself into being excited a little bit, even if you're not, right? How about faith it till you make it? How about not being addicted to the outcome? If someone says no, it's just no, not now, no, not yet. We also have to work on our relatability, our likability. If you ain't likable, nobody's doing business with you. You ever heard no, like, trust? We got to build that no, like, trust. How do you build no, like, trust? You ask questions. You get to know people. You actually listen to their answers. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. People like people that listen. People like people that are understanding and empathetic to them. But when they give you an objection, it's not the end. Like, I don't have time for something like that. Oh, no worries at all. It doesn't take a lot of time to get started. Or how about this? How about they say, well, how much time does this take? How much time do you have? I got about 5 hours a week. Perfect. I got about 10 hours a week. Perfect. I got about 2 hours a week. Perfect. Always agree with them. I don't know if I'd have money to get started. Dude, I hear you. That's exactly why I got started, because I didn't have the money to get started. So I found the money and I don't have to worry about money. I don't really like sales. Dude, me either. Sales is the worst. You ever met like a really pushy salesperson? That's the worst. But what we do is we don't sell. We're not selling. Now, guys, I know we are selling, but what people mean by that is they're trying to convince someone to buy something they don't believe in. We don't do that here. I can't sell something I don't believe in. Dude, me too. I'm the same freaking way. I get it. I've tried things like that before and it didn't work. I know I had major MLM PTSD. I hear you. Thank God I found something better. But you got to be a human first and a marketer second. You got to build reflect. Look, if you're not building friendships every day, if you're not meeting new people every day, talking to new people every day. Now, I know a lot of you are busy. I like what Bryn Lang teaches. She's like, just do one a day. Even if it's just one person a day. Just one conversation every day with someone you don't know or you haven't talked to in a while. Now, listen, here's another approach. I'm going to give you the approach we teach our team. This is literally in our scripts, right? It's when I reach out to someone, you can pay them a genuine compliment or ask them how they're doing. Like, figure out a way to justify reaching out. Something new is happening, right? I'm launching something new. How are you? How's the family? What are you up to these days? What are you up to these days? What a great question. What are you up to these days? Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Oh, what are you focused on these days? Oh, I'm up to this and that. However you want to ask the question. They respond because you got to wait. You got to breathe. Let them respond. I know some people might ghost you. It doesn't mean they're rude. It doesn't mean they even saw your message. Maybe their kid was on the iPad. I always assume everybody wants to talk to me. Different mentality, right? Instead of being like, oh, they ignored me. They didn't ignore. Even if they did ignore you, who cares? Get over it. I'm too busy. I don't even notice if someone ignores me. But you could say this. Ready? Write this down. The reason I'm reaching out to you is because I'm launching something new, super fired up and excited. I'm working with some rock stars, right? You edify the people. Tell them why. I want to pay off these student loans, and I found a way to do it. Tell them why. The reason I'm reaching out to you is because I'm starting something new, super excited about it. I'm doing this so I can fire my boss, so I can put my kids in private school. The local schools, the local public schools these days, I want to buy a Harley. Whatever it is, like, what is your reason? What is your reason for doing this business? You don't need a why that makes you cry. You just need a freaking reason, because people relate to people. When I tell people about my MLM PTSD and my whole team was broke and the only one making money was me, and I was out doing meetings every night and I was doing three-way calls and I was chasing the business wasn't chasing me. I had no duplication. I lost my belief. I lost my excitement, my passion for that company. That company was not aligned anymore with me. And we're riding the struggle bus, and I couldn't look people in the eye anymore and say, you should do this. You should keep going. It's worth it, because it wasn't. And guess how many people relate to that story that are in network marketing? A lot. That's why I tell my story. This is how you build that know, like, and trust. You tell your story. You get over yourself. Stop trying to perform. Stop trying to show up as something you're not, someone you're not. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not trying to convince anybody, but I'm going to overcome their objection. I want you to think like a consultant, like a consultation, right? You got something going on, you're not feeling good, you go to a doctor. Do you feel like the doctor is selling you, or do you feel like they're helping you? You see the difference? When you hire a coach, they're coaching you. They're offering guidance. This is the mentality I want you to have.